Alright, welcome back. Just did a Surly Todd the Axeman from Tom Chalice. Did a little beer trade with him. Damn good beer. I heard they're not going to make it anymore. Once again, I'll do the research. 7.2%. I got a fucking 10. It's damn good.
That's good.
That's an easy drink IPA. Now we're going to do 5 beans from Sixpoint. 10%. You still got to go to the zoo, and I still got to mow the yard. So
it's going to be a good day.
Yeah. I've had this actually quite a while, honestly. It was canned on October 2nd, 2000. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Best Buy, October 2nd, 2018. Or October 2008, whatever. You get the idea. I hate when they do Best Buys. I'd rather see a fucking canned on.
Right. Definitely rather see a canned on than a Best Buy.
Now I forgot the beans that they used. I know it's coffee bean, vanilla bean, cocoa bean. There's some other fucking beans, but however they do not say on the can. If you're tired of run-of-the-mill flavors, maybe some coffee and exotic spices will perk you up. We gathered 5 beans from the bazaar to create a cultural phenomenon, a melting pot of cacao, vanilla, coffee, and cardamom. Okay, so you're going to get a little bit of a roasty bitterness. Creates our Turkish-inspired porter. It's mad science. They say porter, but it is dark as fuck.
Yeah, you can't even see all the light through there.
Alright. Oh, God.
Like, it's got a little bit of a spicy smell to it.
A little bit of a cinnamon-esque kind of a smell.
Yeah.
Roastiness, a little vanilla. Some sweetness right up front. Anything else?
No. Oh, shit.
Vanilla and chocolate and coffee.
Yeah. And just a little bit of spice right at the end.
Yeah. Not bitter.
No bitter.
Not dry. 10%, wouldn't have guessed.
Oh, no.
They could serve this at a coffee shop, and I guarantee you, these little fucking teenage bastards that go get Starbucks wouldn't even recognize that.
Put it over some ice, and you're going to have
Little
crazy white girls running around drunk.
Little 16, 17-year-old little bitches getting DUIs, crashing their fucking daddy's Camaro.
Yeah, that's good shit.
And then, I've had this for a little bit, so got this from Bryant Liquor up in Edmond.
Bryant Liquor. What's across the street?
Google Maps it.
Is it the one that I told you about that's like connected to the 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy usually keeps a pretty good selection of beer.
Yeah. I've gotten a lot of good beers there, so.
I went in there and I talked to him, and I noticed that they
They have
have
glasses?
Yeah.
Josh.
Younger guy.
Yeah.
They've got shitloads of beer and then just, like a little liquor selection. They got like a couple of
It's
small
mainly
shelves.
just beer
And
store.
I was asking him about it. I was like, he's like, man, I try to keep all the craft beers in here, all the good stuff. And I was like, so you own the place? He's like, no, but the owner's fucking cool.
Josh is a pretty good dude, so.
As long as we're making money, he don't care what I'm bringing in. So anytime I'm looking for, something different, that the liquor store that we use in Edmond, they're more of a wine and champagne kind of wines. Their liquor store.
Fuck that. I can't do wine. I get a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good thing about Bryant, a lot of their stuff that they have it in singles, and if they don't have it in singles, you can ask them.
And they'll break it into.
I'm sure they break it for you.
Yeah.
This is something to have in the morning when you have nothing else to do.
Definitely.
Make your food first before you start drinking it. 10%, you'll be having some burnt fucking eggs.
me some of these and take to work.
You could probably get away with it.
You could definitely get away with it.
Throw in a thermos.
You smell no alcohol. You taste. You know, there's at the end. There's just a little bit of like the alcohol, but there's no.
Someone who's never really had beer before would probably taste it.
And
either that or the flavors would be so overwhelming that they wouldn't get the alcohol.
Yeah.
Or hell, just do 2/3 of this and toss in some not Folgers, but some damn good actual coffee.
Yeah.
Cold, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, and once you'd have to do this. You'd have to do this in like a white solo cup or something, because the lacing and the carbonation, people are going to know you're not drinking coffee.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting you go get drunk at work, but if you were, this is what you should do. He has nothing else to do but sit at work and drink.
Every time I send this guy a snap, I've got my feet propped up. So.
Yeah. Are you looking for a different job?
I have been. I've applied for some mail delivery jobs.
Yeah, they make some good money.
Yeah.
I bitched about the USPS quite a bit.
Well, I will be delivering for USPS. I've talked to the lady on the phone, but I don't know how far it's going to go, because they really like older people to do the rural mail delivery.
Fuck.
Yeah, oh shit. I'm just waiting on my company to close the doors, and I'm going to go work for the concrete plant in Oklahoma City. And
Yeah. You're going to have to have something that at least pays comparable to what you're making now.
yeah. I like that.
And mowing the yard's going to be interesting.
Going around the zoo with 4 kids is going to be interesting. Fuck you, monkeys.
Look, the whales are fucking!
God damn. Go get bit by a stingray or something.
Shit, fucking Steve Irwin. I'm gonna get a harpoon in the chest. I've had 3 of them before this, and honestly, I think it's a little better with a little bit of age on it. It's a coffee lover's dream. Gary, I've had the 4-bean, and this is a lot better. This has more of a spiciness, a little bit more of a roastiness to it.
Well, when I was smelling it, I could smell the spicy, but drinking it, there's, it's just very, very, very slight.
So if you see some of this, you're gonna buy some?
Definitely.
This is my favorite of the day, I will say right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think this next month we're getting Ballast Point, which means all the sculpins, the pineapple sculpin, habanero sculpin, fucking perfect. If you like pizza and spiciness, the beer to get.
I've watched your review on the habanero from a long time ago.
It was good. Yeah, that beer review was kind of there was like 10 of us there, and we were just being loud as shit, so it was kind of obnoxious. Then I think the next month after that, which would be June, we're getting Dogfish Head. All their IPAs are 60, they're 90, they're 120. If you get the 120, I don't know what this year's percentage is, but I guarantee it's above 17%.
I drank a Dogfish Head while we were on vacation at an Italian restaurant in Florida. It was, I believe it was a 60.
Yeah, my favorite's their 90.
That was the only one that they had. They had a few different beers. They, of course, had the normal, and then all the ones that I sent you pictures of, all the Florida brewed beers.
Yeah.
And then they had that one, and I drank a couple of Florida beers, and then I drank one of that Dogfish Head, and that was good stuff.
Yeah, they're 120. I think the highest I've seen it on percentage-wise was like 21%. It's an IPA. People are saying if you age that upwards to 4 to 5 years, it's at its peak of flavor. So, and it's kind of an expensive beer. Not really that bad compared to beers like KBS, but I'd rather have the 120 compared to the KBS any day. So, maybe $4 to $6 no, actually I think it's more than that. Holy shit, I think it's like 10. I'd have to look it up. Little trickle for you to leave. So, the perfect anytime beer, especially
Yeah.
working at a job that you don't do shit. Throw some of this in your thermos. Actually, if people start asking you why you're bringing 3 or 4 thermoses to work, just tell them you're fucking tired as hell every day.
Or just tell them to mind their fucking business.
Yeah. And drink it from the thermos because they can't see the lacing and the carbonation. But I mean, it smells like coffee. No one will question you at it. If they say, I smell alcohol, be like, that's just the cardamom that they're using. And you know, this is Oklahoma and nobody knows, nobody's not going to fucking Google what cardamom is. They're just going to, I ain't never heard that shit. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So.
My bosses are dumb hillbillies, so.
Yeah. So, I'm going to spin. Easy 10. That's
Easy 10.
That's the best of the day.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of stouts.
Before
Before I started drinking anything other than nasty piss beer,
Yeah.
I tried the Young's Double Chocolate.
It wasn't too bad.
I hated it.
It's okay if you're mid-range into doing beer.
But now that I've been drinking lots of different, I need to try it.
You might like it.
I definitely need to try it again.
I mean, it's more of a richer beer, but the bad thing about the Young's and the Wells brand is they're trying to boost up there in the appealing to people in the craft crowd, but they're not making anything new. I mean, they're making the same shit they made 10 years ago. So
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Best of the day. I like that.
all right, so that's the last one. We'll see.